Alright, hey guys, DJ KRY Videos here, and this is a game that I've been really wanting to do something with. I've played this game since closed beta testing 1, and oh my god, this is just such a nice game to play. Now, if you're wondering what I'm gonna do here, I'm going, and before you ask, yes, I have been playing since open beta test, since closed beta testing 1. But the reason I have a new account right now is because I wanted to, do something more for viewers. Since, I wouldn't want to show myself, going through the basic stuff. So, we have Vita here, which it damages enemy followers, and it does it like a bitch. Academy. Academy's more based on weakening, the enemy follower cards, like it says. And it's got some nice buffs in it. This was what I used in closed beta testing too. This one I really like. Crux I also really like, because it strengthens the allied follower cards. It's my main account, I would say at this point. And I really haven't used Dark Lore much, but I do like Eerie. So, I think that I'm just going to go with Dark Lore here. And my name is Captain Freaking Hammer, okay? So, I'm just going to do this, and we'll see while it loads here. This is a very well put together game, a very fun game, a very nice game. Also, figure, if people are, if I'm recording, I'll want to rage quit less whenever bullshit happens. Either that or less bullshit will happen. One of those two things will happen. So I'm just waiting for this main screen to load. Page cert. Damn it, Meg. I'll be back in a second while I try to find one of them that'll connect. Aha! I figured it out. Alright. So this is Newbie Guide Rio. So let's just go off here. Hi, I'm Rio. You look like you could use some help. Sword Girls is about collecting all the best cards, building impressive decks, conquering fearsome dungeon bosses, and outplaying your opponents. I've given you some free tokens and materials as a welcome gift. Click start to begin the tutorial. I'm also your first quest. It's also your first quest. Alright, so Newbie Guide Rio here will help us, and so I don't have to explain things more. There are 3 kinds of cards in Sword Girls. Character, the hero, primary focus, and there must be one in each deck. Follower, the fighter. Features 3 stats: attack, defense, and stamina. Spell, the support. Powerful buffs and allies and debuffs for enemies. Followers and spells have a size in the upper right corner of the card. During each turn, you can play cards until you reach total size of 10. A follower's size determines how much life the character will lose from either a direct attack or when an ally follower is defeated. So basically what that means is if you have a size 1 ally card and it deals damage to your opponent, your opponent will lose, well, direct damage to your opponent will lose 1 life. But if your allied follower would die, you would lose 1 life instead. During the main phase, you can play cards from your hand and place them on the field. Your hand consists of 5 cards on each field every turn. Be aware the maximum field size is 10. Click shuffle if you would like to swap the current cards in your hand with the cards in your deck. You can only shuffle twice per match. During the battle, spell cards always activate first, and then followers proceed to attack. Followers will always counterattack if they survive the initial attack. Pay attention to the size of follower cards. If they are defeated, the character loses life equal to the size of the allied follower. Yeah, I just said that. Everything in Sword Girl starts here. Dungeon, hunt down bosses, fight, battle against other players, shop, purchase cards and items, deck, browse your collection and build decks, lab, crafting, exchanging, training, and more. Click the question mark at the top left of each tab menu. I'm not going to need to do that. Tutorial quest complete. Click quest on the bottom right to claim your rewards. Visit the deck to get familiarized with your starter deck and bonus cards. When you are ready to your first battle, explore the beginner dungeon. For more detailed information, click help to view the full game guide. Alright, so we've got Eerie here. So we're gonna go what she did. She told us to complete the first quest. Every quest you get, there's beginner, normal, and special quests. So, we're on beginner quest right now. So, quest objectives, finish the tutorial, and our reward is 8 white ores and 6 cattails. Ore is really good. So, we got a new quest, and we need to go to our dungeon and play a match in the beginner dungeon. So, we should probably do what she told us to do and just take a look at our deck here. And instead, now we have Eerie down here to help us. I don't want... Okay, basically she's adorable. Anyway, basically she's telling us that we can customize things from here. So, slot 3. Darklore allied, slot 3 on your field gets attack and stamina increased by the combined defensible maximum followers by maximum of 5. Alright, first enemy follower. Okay, that's a very good card, even though it's Crux. Swap spell. I'm probably not gonna keep doing it, to be honest. Okay, very good. Very good. Very good card. Really don't like Blood Target. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the Blood Target, and I'm gonna swap it with Shield Break. So, as you can see, we've got our vampires here, our Scardells, and our Crescents. So, our allies, our followers get some of these abilities here, and each turn we get this Eerie ability. So at the beginning of our turn, blah 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 blah. I didn't even read that. So do we have anything else? Aha, we have some followers. Beginning of the turn, it's too dark. Okay, so that's very good. No. 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 That's actually kind of a nice ability, but I don't want it to go in. So we're going to take another look here at the cards. And I don't like having these 5 sizes all in here at once. I like having a lower deck count. So we got ourselves our cards switched around. We have all these cards are for later on. The deck has been saved. I think I'm gonna play one match and then end. Oh right. Every single day you log in, you get a new free card. Today I got a sword. I have 100 tokens, 56 card points, blah 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 blah. Captain Hammer. So, every dungeon is locked until the first dungeon is completed, I believe. So, unique rewards, white. So, every dungeon, you have to go through a certain amount of floors before you fight the boss. Nold is on the 10th floor of the beginning of a dungeon. So, we have to defeat 10 enemies before we can defeat Nold. If we defeat Nold, we beat the dungeon, and we gain some rewards. And I believe if you defeat a dungeon 10 times, you get the character. Okay, Dungeon Guide Rio. Hello. Welcome to your first battle. Each turn you draw up to 5 cards in your hand. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Alright, so we are against Trickster. So at the start of their turn, random allied follower gets attack +1. So our ability won't kick in because we don't have a greater field. Alright, let's see here. I know what I want to do. I'll go with Scardell. Rion Lena, I believe. I will Blood Reversal. And Night Timber. Alright, and so we're going against another Scardell deck. Alright, and they're gonna switch our stats here, which is completely fine with me. Now it's not fine. Oh wait, no, they're not gonna switch our stats because they have to be in slot 3. Alright, every time Rion's about to be attacked, she gives Rion defense, so she gets 1+1 stamina to both Sion and Rion cards. So if you have a Rion card out, it would also get that buff. And see, just like she said, lost life. Since they control a larger field, they get -1 life. If you do not use all the cards in your hand, you will be forced to discard. So they actually have a Svaller in slot 3, and they will switch their Scardell, Chardonnay, everything with our Rion, everything. So that's really kind of bad. That Rion defense will save us. Will save the Rion card. This time it will not. Goodbye. And just like it said in the tutorial, I lose 2 life. Because I had a size 2 card destroyed. Alright, and Skaboom. We do control a larger field still, so they will lose another life. I'm kind of liking the Dark Horse, not gonna lie. Okay, so they've got a bunch of lower cost cards out.
I'm pretty sure I can actually talk to him.
Yeah. And throw that down. Let's see. Ooh. Alright. That's
so
fine.
I tasted the stock, tasted it tasted a little too much like the pork. We didn't have enough vegetables in it, so I dumped it out. And then I poked a hole through one of the onions. Literally touched it like straight through.
Alright. If we lose this card, it doesn't matter. Just as normal, just like I said, and everything's going according to plan. It's turning out great. Everything's going according to plan. I can't wait until we get to the next part of the dungeon and I just completely screw everything up. Everything... Rion defense. Hate that. And kaboom! Kaboom. Aha! We can play spells. Alright. And, of course, Erie's ability again. I'm gonna show off the thing that it showed. I'm gonna hit the shuffle button here so that I can try to beat this faster. Aha, I have Sion and Rion in my hand now. I kind of want my Pinot to die. That Rion will increase the Sion and the Rion. If you haven't guessed, Sion is defense, Rion is attack. So it's kind of a bad thing that I let them get both of them out. Sion increases the attack before she attacks, and Rion increases the defense before she is attacked. I like the fact that they're on the same couch. Stupid AI. I was gonna do that. 3, 4, and I could just Vampiric Rites, but I think I'm just gonna shuffle instead. And that is nice. They're doing the same thing, except they have a conundrum. That's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I really dislike this mirror match. As in, I really dislike this mirror match. So she's gonna get the Sion attack off, and boom, my Sion is gone. Now I've got Rion left. But of course, you know, that's not gonna matter.
Vita has cool.
Alright, so I'll be dealing 1 damage. If I can just keep my field larger than theirs next turn, I will win. So, or I could just play 1 card and win. I prefer the one where I play 1 card and win. You can go first all you like. I'm still winning. I don't really need to go through unnecessary things. You can take your 4. At the end of every battle, you get a rank based on how you played. You get to see the amount of turns you had, the amount of cards left in your deck, and how much life you had remaining.
Really?
So, alright. You also get prizes. So I got white ore and green ore. If I selected one of these, I'd use my tokens and select one of these cards as well. I really don't want to do that. Alright, so I'm running on 17 minutes here, so I think I'll just challenge the next part of the dungeon in the next episode.